We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. Why that Jake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drunk. Why that rapper pay your bills? Yeah, I'm on some
With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go from Foxborough. They'll get across the 20, mark them down 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Once more, it's Henderson. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Loss of a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's May. This one is batted away. It's incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
28-yard line.
First carry here for Devon Achane. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
19.
Now they'll set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Miami.
Dolphins, first down. at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First down and one shy of 100. That was his 99th catch of the year.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Rig alert, rig alert. Go.
He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Back to the air one more time. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. First and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Get up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79, Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Ready. Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go. Cowboy, Warrior, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready up.
They'll look to throw yet again. As caught left side by Waddle. He's taken down just shy of the 10. His second catch of the drive this one. Good for 15 and a first down.
These curl routes. He's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And the Patriots are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Coverage by Kalen Bullock.
To throw on first down is May. He's into space, past the 15. He's got a full head of steam. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play after being backed up. That is a 74-yard gain.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Here's Meg, exiting the pocket right.
First and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Hey, what's up? Hey, 10 right.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Let's go now. 19, 18, cut 19, cut 19 tight, 19 tight.
On the ground to start the drive, it's A-10. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Second and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
70 Lions. Warriors, 60 Broadcast.
We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. They've got it second down and 11.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Get it. Mustang 19, Panther 18, Rodney.
He'll drop to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on, come on. 7, 70, 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
19 tight. Steady.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 3.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Go. Warriors 7, 6, traffic.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdowns, Dolphins. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
23-yard line.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll work this past 25 to the 26-yard line. Kenneth Gregg in there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down and 8. Operating for the shotgun, it's May. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. May going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achan. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down. First and 10.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Left 8. 70 Timberwolves. 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Buffalo 18.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. What a year, catch number 95 on the season.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 8. Go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
A run, and it's Achan. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
2nd and short. Normally this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield, but in this case they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
19. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. Into space. Still on the move. inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New England. The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and good. And the Pats will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, stack. 70, Timberwolf. 70, Cup 19. Cup 19. Mustang 19.
Slot man in motion right. Right back to the air following that pick 6. That's taken in by H.M. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
At the 43-yard
Come on,
line.
come on. Hey. Grab him.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Here's 1st and 10.
19 right. Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Tackle made by Dane Belton. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as it comes 22 seconds remaining till halftime. On 2nd down, it's May. This is caught 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots will take a 21-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Waddle. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Stephanie Warrior, step, 60 by 6, go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
It's a gain of
We spend so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle. It's taken in by Waddle. Inside the 20. And he will score. Jalen Waddle. Touchdowns, Dolphins. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game. And now 15 for the year.
is good. Makes the score Patriots 21, Dolphins 14.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Now Mixon, and he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
That's good.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
At the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with May. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Brian Cook there defensively to knock that one away.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it, Mike. I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And the Patriots are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, New England. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front, so let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
On the ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Come on, come on. Hit. Cougar 19.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. Hawk 70. Hawk 7. Cut up. 18. Pioneer. Panther.
Back to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready. Panther 6. Ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll look to throw again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Patriots are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
That pickup, good for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, dip right, dip right. Here goes it up.
On the ground, here is Henderson. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here goes it up.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. On play action, here's May. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
17-yard line.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Here goes it. Hey, what's that?
Off the bootleg. Here's May. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The former Nittany Lion, Chop Robinson, into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Patriots. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Ready up. Tough night. Gotta be lying.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Moving left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Now, faking the give. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is hot. And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Miami. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And it adds up to 16 now on the season. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
May to throw on 2nd down. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Third and 11. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's going to look downfield once again. And the Dolphins will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Mustang 65 catch. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. Going right sideline and complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
60. Back row 80. 18. Pioneers. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From 29, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 18, like 19 Lions, 60 Maverick, 7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Warriors, 70. Ready,
He'll drop to throw. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 by 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go. 79, Mustang 19.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Taken in by Achane. And he will score. Game on. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's Robinson. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Henderson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's May. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, New England. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
That's quickly out to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Second and 10. Throwing now is May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. No problem there on the extra point. And the Pats will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the jump. 18, 5, get it. 19, 19 strikes.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Miami. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will cut the deficit to 7.
Dolphins 35.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Off the play fake. It's Jalen Phillips getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
17.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Now it's H.A. into the secondary at the 45. And he will get all the way down to the Patriots' 38-yard line. That one's good for 29.
Wow, that's how you... Get a drive started, a big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
H.A. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Ready?
This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Here we go. 1st and goal.
70 Lions.
Here's HN. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Ready? Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Bronco 80. 70 ring. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Here we go. One final play. And this is a touchdown. They do it on the final play. And now decision time. Down 1. Will they go for 2 and the win?
Mike, I know everyone loves to debate these decisions, but I don't even think there's a decision to be made. You have got to keep your offense on the field, go for 2, and end this thing right here. No overtime.
The Dolphins are lining up
70
for a
Cougar Knights.
two-point
Buffalo
conversion.
8. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. He got it. A daring move going for 2 pays off. They're going to win by a point. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins.